Hi Konstantin, thanks so much for taking the time to talk a bit about your sales journey from 0 to 7-figure ARR. Can you share a bit like how you got in touch with SalesPlaybook first and what actually triggered you to take action?
Of course. So we know each other now for a year, pretty much. It was also pretty much in the beginning when we started, as you remember. So I do come with a proper business background. I spent the last decade with McKinsey. So I did my fair share of sales and RFPs and tenders. I think how we got to know you was through a close friend of ours that also works with you. I don't need to name him. And well, basically, you and your team came highly recommended, especially because of very practical support. Because now it's, yes, you can of course support in terms of sales strategy and very high level things, but of course I think everyone who went to a business school can also think about that. So it was really for us more about the tactical day-to-day things that are maybe sometimes so obvious that we are even not thinking about them. And yeah, that's when we started. I think, yeah.
Can you share a bit about the journey, because it's really impressive that very few B2B SaaS startups go 0 to 7-figure ARR in less than 12 months. Like, what were a few key success factors to hit that quickly?
Yeah, no, we're happy to share more. So we started beginning of last year. Then we started to really pitch early, sell a PowerPoint version of our vision, of our solution, to learn fast from customers and also adapt quickly. Right? And I think then it's really going to the market and seeing what works, what doesn't work. And yeah, so I think there was one learning in the beginning. The second learning was, don't try to immediately sell it to the world, right? Rather go in smaller and prove your value with a business unit, with a division, with a region, and then scale up within that corporate or enterprise.
Go niche to go big, pretty much.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then lastly, the last learning is focus then on these references as your ICPs, ideal customer profiles. So when you have a success case in banking, then stick to banking. If you have, in our case, a success case in industrial, high health and safety standards, stick to that and replicate it.
Yes, yeah, that makes so much sense, and that's like you actually living that. Very few people actually stick to that with that conviction and consequence. Like one thing, like what you love most about collaboration SalesPlaybook Helped.
Of course, it's the direct access to you and your team whenever we want and need. We can text you, Lara, everyone. The hands-on support in the weekly sessions by topic. So I think, again, right, you're not just selling a SalesPlaybook tech solution. It's actually the real collaboration and partnership approach that you bring. And yeah, I personally and we from Kian appreciate that.
Yeah, really cool stuff. Thanks so much. Who specifically would you recommend this to? Because that some people are like, oh, I'm at 0, this is too early. Oh, I'm already at 1 million, like this is too late. You went the full journey with us, like.
Well, it's I can just recommend it to everyone per se, right? Because we started early with you. We still did some learnings the hard way ourselves, but also when someone has already successfully set up certain processes, there are always things you can do better and you can learn from. And I think, at least from my side, I would not see why not having a discussion and figuring out how you can.
Yeah, thanks so much for sharing that. Anything else that you'd like to share?
No, I think happy selling, and thank you so much for the support.
Thanks so much.